that very quickly. Like, don't get me wrong, Jackie McDonald and all was at the breakfast, but I just took it as if I get the free fry, you know what I mean? And that's where I met him, and then ended up doing gigs for the UDA.
I want booked. That's what you did their Christmas dinner.
Twice.
Please tell me more about that. Like, what did you talk about? Did you come and say, you're Paddy Mcdonnell, make it clear as day who you are?
Well, I didn't know who they were. That's so I done that Ulster Scots breakfast thing, right? And Jackie McDonald was there. And he was there with all his henchmen, right? So he was at my table. So they were all looking at me going, who is this guy? And then all of a sudden I was called up to do a bit of comedy. And that's to say, in the room of country people that was involved in Ulster Scots, there was only 2 tables that laughed at me. There was a delegation of freaking Republicans over here.
Yeah.
And there was the UDA, which were sitting at mine. And both of them were in stitches. And all the culties, Ulster Scots people weren't. So that's how I never ended up doing an Ulster Scots gig. And then Jerry Carlyle, who's a mate of mine, he was launching his book in the Europa.
Right.
And he says, will you come down? I was doing a wedding that day and went down to Europa. And Mark Sidebottom's doing like MC for it. He's going through everybody. And he went over to, he was going through the crowd and he was like, this is Jerry's professor from fucking university. This is the guy that owns the Hugo Boss shop on the Lisburn Road, who's a friend of Jerry's, and that's where he gets his clothes. And this here's Dr. Joe Hendron, who was an MP for West Belfast. And then he went, this here is Jackie McDonald. And Mark Sidebottom off the TV, he just went, this here's Jackie McDonald, and he is a businessman from East Belfast. And I done what you done, and nobody else did. So that for the Europa turned, and everyone looked at me. And Jackie McDonald turned around, looked at me, and his henchman turned around, and Jackie went, hiya, Paddy! Right? And then everybody laughed, because everybody then went, fuck, he knows him! Right? But then come Christmas, there was a guy who was doing my bookings, and he rang me, and he was like, here, you're doing a gig at the Beach Lounge for Lagantine at 9:30, and we've had these people, this community group in Lisburn, and that says that they want to have you on as a surprise for their boss, who really is a massive fan. Would you do it? And I was like, oh, I don't. And he was like, well, they're going to pay you like 300 quid for 15 minutes. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. No problem.
300 quid.
So I was like, right, okay. So we went till, I got the address anyway on the night and drove up. It was a hideaway bar in Lisburn. Pulled up outside it, and there was like 20 Phil Mitchell standing in the car park. And they opened my door. What are you after? I was doing a black taxi, and I was like, I'm the comedian here to do. You fucking comedian with black taxi? And he's like, right, alright, get out. We'll fucking park your taxi. And I was like, on tap, park it, get out. And I was like, fuck me, community group, like, and this much security and people.
It's only you only know community group.
That was all I knew.
Right, okay. For a second, I was being like the UDA being unfriendly,
right?
Not like them.
So I walked into the bar, and when I went in, there was a guy sitting with Al Season and a Jack Russell. As soon as I walked in the door, and I was like, right, and there was a fire lit.
Was he making them fight, or is he just sitting there like
he was
with
just,
2 dogs?
He was just sitting there with like a big Rangers bench coat on, like in the hallway. And I says, all right, mate, and he just didn't even say anything, just sort of looked at me. And then this other guy came over, and he was like, how's it going? My name's Philip. And I was like, all right, Philip. And he was like, I need to let you know something before we go into the room. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, we're hoodwinked you. And I was like, well, hold on. He's like, what do you mean? What's happening? I didn't know what it was. And he was like, no, you're going to go in this room and you're going to see faces that you've probably seen on TV, and you might get scared. And I don't want you to be scared, because you're just, our boss seen you before and really likes you. And I was like, just tell me who it is. And he was like, well, we say a community group, but we're really the UVF or the UDA. And I was like, shit the bed, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, right, okay, look, we'll just get the gig done. And he's like, Jackie McDonald's going to be in there, and he doesn't know we've booked you, so, we'll just bring you up the stairs here, keep you there back, and then we'll bring you in, surprise him. And I was like, right, okay. So we got the top of the stairs, and Jackie McDonald walked out. I was like, Paddy, what's a crack, how are you? And I was like, all right, Jackie, right, dead on. Here he was. This is meant to be a secret, but they're all touts, so I knew you were coming. And then he says, see, when you go up there, will you do me a favour? And I was like, what is it? He says, I've bought like wee presents, but I couldn't buy them all because it's a full room of people. He says, so there's like 5 of them, and I've blue tacked a wee voucher underneath their seat. So will you say to check under your seat just whatever you want? And I was like, right, all right. So I'm standing in the back of the room, your man goes up to the DJ, and the DJ goes, right, everybody shut your mouth and all, be quiet, this here, fucking sit down. And he says, this wee guy here's from he's from nice. He's one of the Arcane, and he's from Davis. But he's alright. Jackie thinks he's dead funny and all. You're going to enjoy him. He's good crack. He's better fucking laugh. And here we go. Bring him up. Our Paddy O'Donnell. You know, I was like, fuck, you got my name wrong. So
Paddy O'Donnell.
Hang up, microphone with me. Everybody, my name is Paddy Mcdonnell. I'm from Davis, and they're all like, you. And I'm looking, and you're seeing some of the most notorious people. And they were wearing Santa hats that were lighting up and jumpers that were lighting up like proper Christmas. Every one of them. And
so like we're talking hardcore
UDA man.
Gangsters wearing fucking like ho jumpers.
Yes, and Santa hats. And I was like, this is like a dream.
That's so bizarre.
It is. It's not even. It wasn't even like. I mean, this isn't fucking. This is, I'm dreaming. I'm fucking dreaming. Like it was just.
Was there a Santa there? Jackie McDonald.
I'll tell you about 3 minutes. Right? So I'm standing there anyway, and I was like, right, okay. I mean, look, I'm Paddy Mcdonnell from Davis. See, before I start anyway, can you just check under your seat? And next month he's £5. Stop. Fucking bastard, no! And started fucking slobbering, and I was like, what the fuck? And Jackie stood up and went, shut up. I told him to say that as a joke. And I went, the fuck's happening? Like, is there no vouchers? And there was no vouchers, so obviously somebody from Davis had blew them up. Right? And these guys, like one of them had the arm and stuff, and they thought it was a fucking joke. Like, you know, me check under your seat, because they get blew up if somebody left something on their seat in the car.